Well, has it ever crossed your mind and asked yourself a very simple question? What is my purpose in this life? What was I created for? I mean, what's that problem that I'm ought to solve in this world? For example, when you look around and you see people achieving things and you ask yourself, what was my purpose? I mean, seriously, yes, I'm a teacher. Yeah, I don't deny. I'm an engineer. I'm a lawyer. I'm a doctor. I'm a what have you. But I feel like I'm not yet satisfied because, well, in whatever thing that you're doing, if you feel that you are dissatisfied, like you feel like this is not your thing, you're doing so because you have to pay your bills, you have to cater for your children, you have to cater for your family, you have to make a difference in your life. But if you are to be asked the truth, this is not the thing that you would wish for. At the end of the day, hey, I would love to know my purpose. And there is nothing sweet in this world than knowing your purpose. That's the reality. For example, if today we bring Eliud Kipchoge here, or we bring Ronaldo, we bring the Messis and what have you, and ask them, are you happy with what you're doing? Probably they're going to tell us yes, because they have actually focused on their purpose. They have actually made a mark in this world that you'll never forget. Now, there you are, in whatever place that you are, and you're asking yourself the same questions. What is my purpose in this life? Guess what? In this video, I'm going to actually solve that menace. I'm going to solve that problem, that standstill that you've been having with your mind in 10 minutes, and actually let you understand what is your purpose in life. This is that video that even if you don't love watching long videos, this has to be the video that you watch until to the end so that you understand about your life. How about you sacrifice only 10 minutes and solve you're like 60, 70, 80 years from today? So let's get into the point. Now, before you even go to the point, because I've actually made it easier for you, I'm going to ask yourself, whatever you're doing right now, are you satisfied? Just be sincere, write it somewhere. Are you satisfied? Yes or no? Okay, fine. If it's yes, write it somewhere. If it's no, of course, write it somewhere. Now, the point is this: why are you not satisfied? 1, 2, 3. Indicate the reason as to why you're not satisfied. On the other section, if you're satisfied, indicate the reason as to why you are satisfied. All right. Now, if you do not understand your purpose, now let's move, because these are the points that are going to guide you into understanding your purpose in this life. Because sometimes I talk about investments, I talk about money, I talk about savings, but you feel you do not resonate with them. Maybe that is not your thing. You start businesses, does not work. You do this, does not work. Now, the point is this: the very first thing that you're supposed to understand is reflect your passion and interest. Let me tell you one thing: in most of the people's lives, life's purposes falls under the passions and the interests. This is what you can actually do each and every time. For example, I personally love to talk to people. I love when I'm educating. I love when I'm making videos like these ones. I love when I talk about money. I love when I'm making difference in people's lives. I love when I stand before a camera and record videos like this one. I feel good when I'm interacting with people rather than confining me in a room somewhere. I love when I do this kind of things. All right. Now, the point is this: what is your passion? Meaning that, what's that thing that you do and feel good? Obviously, don't tell me taking alcohol, because that is not a passion, honestly. You see, that is something that releases you dopamine, you feel nice and good. That is not your passion, okay? So the passion is that thing that you can do consistently. Even if you are not paid, you still do it again and again and again. But anyway, I don't want to talk about not being paid. In this life, if you talk about not being paid, then of course you'll have a lot of enemies. Obviously, you have to do something that you get paid. I don't think even Eliud Kipchoge would run without being paid. All right. So the point is this: what's your passion, and then what's your interest? What's that are you got interested on? For example, if you see people recording videos and you see cameras, for example, back then I used to see people with the cameras and recording and whatever. I used to feel like, I feel good. I just love what these guys are doing. But the problem is this: what I went to study in the university is way quite different from this one, because hey, you know what the societies want? Hey, I wanted to be an engineer, I wanted to be a doctor, I wanted to be, but my passion was on the cameras, on the videos, was talking to people and creating podcasts and what have you. That was my call, that was my purpose, and that's what I feel I'm interested in doing. So the thing is, find that what you're passionate about it, and what's that thing when you see it, you feel like, oh my goodness, I love that thing. You see guys on the bar, the lawyers and what have you, with their regalia, and you feel like, yeah, that's my area. You see guys are doing the safari rallies and what have you, feel like that's my area and what have you. Fine, okay? Now, if you identify that, now you are one step ahead towards actually achieving that thing. See, the problem is this: you already know your purpose. You already know your passion. You already know your interest. But now here the society are telling you, hey, go marry, hey, go get a wife, hey, go get kids. You're not even stable. You're not even financially stable. And that's why you find in Africa we have a lot of poverty, because we do most of the thing based on what the society is telling us. You find somebody, there you are hardly stable by yourself, and then you bring somebody on top, you're on board, there you are, before you even get yourself, you cannot even, let's say you love playing football, let's say you love, driving rallies and adventuring, and then you have your family there at your disposal. Will you ever be able to do those things? You cannot be able to do them. All right. So the point number 2 is that what are your strengths and the talents? What are you capable of? If you stand before people, do you have the confidence to talk to people? Are you a good public speaker? Do you have the language? Do you have the mastery of the voice? Can you be able to do the voice recording? Because we have people who advertises things. I mean, do you have the charisma? Are you charming to people? Do you have the height? Do you have the looks? Can you model? Can you do all those kind of things? Can you actually rent your face to be pinned on the billboard and advertise a soap somewhere? What are your strengths? All right. Are you black beauty or something of sort? By there, I saw a very nice and beautiful lady who she's very dark, and she was doing other things that, by the way, I loved that. All right. Now, what are your talents? Can you run? Can you sing? Can you dance? Can you advise people? Can you coach? Can you comfort? Can you entertain? Are you a comedian? And all those kind of things. Can you imagine, just look at these guys who we have in our country, like of the Crazy Kenas and the Terence Creative and what have you, and the Churchill and the whole comedian. You can just imagine those guys. All right. So that is the talent that they have. And let me tell you one secret. Okay, this may sound a bit of a funny, but this is the reality. Most of the system that we have in school actually kills the talents and elevates our ability. That's true. You can be a footballer. By the time you enter the kindergarten and get out the other side from the tertiary education, your talent is gone. All right? They tell you, they program your mind. They tell you, hey, you're a doctor. Hey, you're not a runner. You're a doctor. You're done. Okay? Now, the point is this: you understand your strength and you understand your talents. Number 3, you have to understand what's valuable to you. What do you consider as valuable? Because there are people who perceive life differently. There's somebody who will tell you, I perceive making a difference in people's lives more valuable than even making money. For example, if today we bring forth Mother Teresa and ask her, what's so different? Is it making money or helping people? She will say, hey, I feel good when I'm making money than when I feel good when I'm helping people than when I'm making money. If today we bring forth our great legend, called them Wangari Maathai, who was doing the environmental conservations and what have you, fine, she was making money anyway. At the end of the day, you're going to buy bills, or rather you're going to pay bills with your money. But the point is this: what were they fronting? What were they putting ahead of them? What is it? Was it about money or environmental conservation? So what's valuable to you? And that is why we have wrong people at the wrong places. For example, you show up to a doctor. This guy has the altitude. This guy does not even have the heart to serve. This guy has, because they are there for money. You see, that is not a thing. This guy is even antisocial. And you're dealing with social people here. And that's why you find you have people like who are teachers. They have stresses, mental problems. People are just so loud. They yell at children. You find these people, you even wonder, you really went to university or college to study education and you be a teacher? You're not even passionate about it. And there's some people who you'll meet their teachers, they actually jump with children, they're happy with the children, they actually, they so resonate with it, and they feel like, oh my goodness, I tell you what, you were created to be purpose, for you to be a teacher. I have a friend of mine, by the way, he is a teacher, give him a shout out, he's a high school teacher. That guy, I am telling you, all the way from high school, he used to tell me, I would love to be a teacher. And today as we speak, he is a teacher. And I am telling you, the way he used to teach us chemistry, that dude understood chemistry. And today he's actually a teacher who is teaching bio and chemistry. So the point is this: you see, if you understand what's valuable to you, by the way, people will be just tapping at the back and telling you, hey, this is your money. Oh, wow, there was money. Oh, wow, amazing. I didn't know that. All right. So the point is this: if you get a hold of that, what you actually value compared to what, earning and what have you. And that's why we have even police. By the way, it's true, even if you go to the police officers, a lot of people complain about the police officers. But there are police officers who are amazing because they love that job. But others are there for just to make money and also, make the ends meet. That is not the thing that they love and all those kinds. But for example, back me then, there was something that I used to do, and I used to hate it with passion. I used to tell my guys, like, you know what, guys, yes, I'm doing this because of money, but I hate it. I really hate it. I don't like this. And at the end of the day, I got out of the thing, and anyway, it is what it is. Now, the point is this: understand your value. What is your value? What do you consider valuable to you? All right. And number D, or number 4, is what's your ideal future? Now, fine, you've considered what's valuable to you, your strength and your passions. Now, what does your ideal future look like? If somebody was to give you a pen and paper, even if you're not good at drawing, and you were to sketch down or maybe you were to narrate how your future would like it to look like, if you close your eyes, because the Bible says we live by faith, not by sight. If you were to close your eyes, can you be able to see your future? All right. Can you be able to visualize it? Can you be able actually to articulate? Can you be able to pinpoint and all those nitty gritties and tell, hey, this is how exactly my future looks like. This is how I would love to be. This is how my thing, can you really vividly explain how your future looks like? At that particular point, if they say, if you can think it, or if as a man thinketh, so he is, that's a reality. And we say this, if you think it, ink it. All right. Take a pen and paper somewhere, get your diary and writing those things. If you love to get a car one day, a certain car, then get that picture of that car, pin it somewhere. And let me tell you one thing, it works magic. All right. And by the way, I'm not talking about the law of attraction. I'm being sincere. I'm just telling you it works and it works and it works. I wish there was any other way I can tell you that it works. But anyway, at the end of the day, it works. Number 5, it's what's the actuality on the ground and how can you tailor that down to actually suit what exactly you do? Now, you see, sometimes I say, what, hey, you can consider your ideal future, but say you are living in a single room, you do not have money. That's the reality on the ground. You consider 1, 2, 3 as your valuable thing. Let's say you consider conserving the environment, but you're hardly even getting food to eat. You see, you cannot be able to be compassionate about the environment and you're hungry. So you need to, first of all, pay your bills. For example, let's say you love philanthropy. You love helping people. You cannot you cannot even able to help people when you have actually not even helped yourself. Say you know your strength, you know your passions, but the actuality on the ground does not resonate with you. So you ask yourself, fine, this is where I am, okay? Now, you see, this is why I always tell people, tell yourself the truth now. Okay, fine. I love one day to be this and this and this and this, but where I am right now, I do not have that. But how can I get myself out there? First of all, I do not have the skills over that. I would love to talk to people. I would love to record videos. I would love to be a content creator. But hey, I do not have a platform. Fine, if I show up, let's say, to a Churchill show, obviously I cannot be given a show because I do not have the, the name or something of so. Now, where do I start? First of all, I'm going to open myself a nice channel somewhere. I'll be making comedies. I'll be trying my best as I can. I want to write books. Fine, I'll start writing articles. And then after writing a very nice articles or whatever, I send to people and tell them, hey guys, I'm not going to sell it to you. Just go ahead and read it. Tell me how is it? What do you think about it? Then in future can become a blogger. Hey, guess what? That's how you do. See, find where you are. All right. Just understand where you are. Do not appreciate it. Understand where you are. Then focus. Don't really think hard from where you are. Just look around. What areas can you be able to touch? For example, say a baby is walking. They don't even think hard. No, they just look at what is surrounding. Hey, I can hold on this chair. I can hold on that. I can hold on that. And then I can be able to reach to where the TV is or where the place is. That's kind of a thing. Just don't complicate things. Look at the ground. And then from there, you can be able to know what step to take. And the last one but not the least, seek feedback. Actually ask people whenever you see at me, and don't ask. Sometimes I say don't ask. Sometimes I say it's good to ask your enemies, or ask somebody who you know actually tells you the brutal truth. Not somebody who will tell you what you want to hear. Ask them. When you look at me, honestly, and by the way, even if you do joke a lot, but this is a serious question. When you look at me, what comes in your mind? What do you think I'm good at? And some of your friends actually knows you better than you know yourself. There's something called the Johari's window. They know you far much better than you do not understand yourself. So the point is ask them and they will tell you the truth. Hey, you know what? With that voice, you can do advertisement. With that voice, with that attitude, with that compassion, with that height, with that beauty, with that whatever, you can be able to do this. By the way you cook food, I am telling you, if there you start a cooking show, you're gonna make millions. You're gonna do that. Listen to them. They know you more than you understand yourself. And when they give you the critique and it is the truth, then accommodate it. Let them tell you the truth. That's it, guy. Anyway, that's the end of my video. And I hope you've actually gotten value for your time and understood exactly how you can actually understand what's valuable to you and the life's purpose. That was my mission. And I hope it has really helped you. If it does, then click that like button. And also don't forget to subscribe because I always post a video each and every day. Turn that notification bell and you can grab my number from my description of this specific video. We have a conversation with you. For now, it's a goodbye. See ya.